Great success in the 90s. The legend himself, Syed Naeemuddin. Our next captain is a man they call the king of the penalty box. Ladies and gentlemen, do please applaud for Pashkov Ganguly. He was India's captain for the 1982 Asian Games right here at this very stadium. One of India's greatest goalkeepers. He was known for his courage and amazing reflexes. Pashkov Ganguly, ladies and gentlemen. Next up, the Wizard of Thrissur, I.M. Vijayan. One of India's most prolific strikers. He has scored 40 goals in 79 matches for India. From Kerala, the captain of the Indian team to the Asian Games in Bangkok, 19. And right after Vijayan, his striking partner and Sikkim's gift to Indian football, Baichung Bhutia. Baichung Bhutia captained India in the 2002 and 2006 Asian Games and played in over 100 matches for India. Baichung Bhutia. And now, ladies and gentlemen, a young star who captained the Indian team at the 2000 Asian Games, Joachim Abranches from Goa. Abranches is still an active footballer and plays around the country, showcasing his immense skills. Joachim Abranches. Next, India's ace striker who has scored so many crunch goals for his country, Sunil Chhetri. Sunil scored a record 54 times in his 95 games for India and is still one of our more important players. Captain India for the 2014 Asian Games in Incheon, Korea. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, one of our most celebrated lady footballers, Bem Bem Devi. Bem Bem Devi captained the Indian team, women's team that is, in the Asian Games of Bangkok 1998 and in Incheon in 2014, representing the country for more than 2 decades. A true great. What an amazing, inspirational set of footballers. Like I said, some unfortunately have not been able to make it today. To begin with, a quick mention of our oldest living legend, the man who led India in the 1956 Melbourne Olympics, Samar Badru Banerjee, could not be here with us in time. Also a mention of the 1962 wizard, Chuni Goswami, one of the feared strikers here, who also played cricket for Bengal. And finally, a rock in defense, Gurdev Singh. Unfortunately, these three could not make it here today, but we thank them for their services to Indian football. So from the past, and indeed the present, let's move on to the future. Let me remind you about a very important date, the 26th of March 2015, when in his very popular radio chat, Man Ki Baat, the Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi mentioned that wouldn't it be nice to carry on the momentum of the Under-17 FIFA World Cup in every nook and corner of the country. Thus was born Mission 11 Million, supported by the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sport, as well as the All India Football Federation. It has touched the lives of 11 million around the country from over 17,000 schools. Truly a remarkable effort taking his vision forward. Here then, ladies and gentlemen, is a quick look at the story of Mission 11 Million. And now, ladies and gentlemen, time to meet the 11 special chosen boys and girls who represent, who symbolize Mission 11 Million. Let's get to our first million. Srijana Subba is 16 years old, and she did not allow her ill health or other hurdles to stop her football. She's come all the way from the Government Girls Senior School in Gangtok. Do put your hands together for these youngsters. They are the future of Indian football. Our second million is 15-year-old Babul Sandil. Community in Odisha, who has shown great talent at a very young age. Babul Sandil from the Government High School, IRC Village, Bhubaneswar. Let's get to trial number 3 million. Pulkit Jangir is a 14-year-old from Jaipur. He travels more than 40 kilometers every day to practice. His dream is to play for India one day, and he currently studies in the Government Adarsh Senior School, Bhambori. Number 4 million and counting. Rafia Fatima is the first girl from a local community to take up football. She studies at the Maniwala Kannada Medium School in Bengaluru and wants to motivate more of her friends to play the beautiful game. We found our 5th million child from Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh. Kajal is from the Balika Vidyalaya Intermediate College in Motinagar. She wants to become a footballer and travel the country spreading the message of peace and good health. And that brings us to number 6 million. He is from the west of India. Chirag Ramkeval Bhai Chauhan from the CN Vidyalaya, Ahmedabad. His father, Ramkeval, works as the curator of the football field in the same school, and Chirag is now graduated from playing barefoot to playing with shoes on and hopes to make at least his state team soon. And on to the 7 millionth of our 11 million. He is from the heartland of football, Bengal. Swanidya Paul is 12 years old from the Vivekananda Institution in Shibpur, Howrah. He sleeps with his goalkeeper's gloves under his pillow and dreams of making it big for India. Swanidya Paul. Now from Diskit Nubra, Ladakh. Our 8 millionth child, Samina Fatima, walks more than a kilometer to school at 10,000 feet every day and still finds the energy to play football. Samina Fatima from the Government Girls Middle School, Diskit Nubra. Child number 10 million. 10-year-old Sharubam Toibi Devi from Andhra Government High School in Fal. Only 10. She helps take care of her brother, feeds her hens and dogs, and walks more than 5 kilometers to play every day. A true heroine from the hills, a role model is Bim Bim Devi. And now, number 10 million, the last was 9 million. 15-year-old Idya Mary Prakash Naidu studies in Chhatrapati Shivaji Vidyalaya in Dharavi, Mumbai. Cycles more than 3 kilometers every day to school. Football is a passion, and when she is not playing, she is giving English lessons to her neighbors. And finally, our 11 millionth child born out of Mission 11 Million. A 14-year-old from the southernmost corner of our country, Kanyakumari. Symbolizing the length and breadth of the program, Bekson comes from a fishing community, studies in SBJ Vidya Bhavan Kulashekram in the Kanyakumari district. On behalf of all those who worked so hard and were part of Mission 11 Million, Bekson will now take the match ball from the Prime Minister to the ground for India's first ever FIFA match. Ladies and gentlemen, I've said it before, I'll say it again. History in the making. Thank you, Bekson. Ladies and gentlemen, The World Cup journey of 1 billion Indian begins today. Let's take a look at the 6 venues that will host this historic tournament.
So look at some Indian legends and also some stars of the future as well, and some more stars of the future on show here in Group A. Ghana, India, USA and Colombia making up the group. Host India making their debut in FIFA competition and hopes of the nation on their shoulders. Colombia are making their 6th appearance in the finals. Ghana have won twice and been runners-up twice, while the USA have been in 15 previous editions but have never finished better than 4th place that 18 years ago. Well, as you can see, the stadium has filled up quite considerably since the end of the opening game. Everybody coming to see a historic moment for Indian football. We saw Sunil Chhetri get an award a moment or so ago as one of the current crop of legends, and he's saying before this he'd love to have played in an under-17 World Cup. Narendra Modi, the Prime Minister, is here, come to watch this fantastic occasion, and the Indian flag, of course, very much in evidence here at the 17th playing of the Under-17 World Cup in 2017. Plenty of matches going on over the next few days. 4 matches today, 4 matches in the group stages right through to the end of the group stage. And the Indians have come here in their numbers to witness this game. Very colourful, of course. It's a city that's torn between football and cricket. The Delhi Dynamos, of course, the local side in the Hero Indian Super League, which begins in a month or so's time from now, but the former Commonwealth Games Stadium. This stadium was built in 1982 for the Asian Games, and in 2010 the Commonwealth Games came here under this refurbed stadium. Roof structure here, very similar to the Olympic Stadium in London. There are the Ghana players who were in action a little bit earlier on this evening against Colombia. It really is a fantastic arena, this, for football. The pitch in absolutely perfect condition. It's had a bit of a spruce up since the last competitive action here. Not just the crowd that are in the stadium, some 50,000 expected for the match, but also millions of a TV audience around the world taking in this Under-17 World Cup as well. India bargained hard to get this competition, and there were 3 other nations they had to beat off to get here. Azerbaijan, the Republic of Ireland and Uzbekistan were also had bids submitted. 79 associations have taken part in Under-17 World Cups. Brazil hold the record for the most number of wins, 47. Closely followed by the Nigerians, who are the defending champions but aren't here this year. Nigeria won the last 2 Under-17 World Cups, in fact. 2013 and 2015 in Chile. The last European side to win was Switzerland back in 2009. And indeed, they were the last team not to make it through to the finals to try and defend their title. Still very hot and humid here, the moon rising high above the stand on the far side. Still pleasantly warm here in New Delhi. It is heading into winter time here. It does go nicely cool in the evenings, but very hot and humid today. India, of course, won't be too fazed by the conditions. It might just sap the strength of the USA players as the time wears on. It is a massive moment. We'll have the flag parade in just a moment or two's time. The teams are starting to assemble in the tunnel, getting ready to make their bow. The Indian players, I'm sure, will be feeling a little bit nervous. Got back to the hotel last night, and a lot of the players had friends and family there, all been introduced to the coach, and just embracing the whole scenario of playing in on a world stage, which is the first time India have been able to do that. Here is the well choreographed banner unfurling, which will take place in just a moment. Very impressive when they did it for the first match. Let's see if they can get it right for the second time as well. There we go, perfectly done. Very good. I'm sure the Prime Minister's suitably impressed. Can his presence inspire India to what would be an unlikely victory without being cruel to the Indians? The USA have got a formidable forward lineup. They've got the great George Weah's son, Tim Weah, playing up front for them, along with Josh Sargent, who played in the Under-20 World Cup in South Korea a little earlier on this year and has just signed for Werder Bremen in Germany. There's the Indian coach, Portuguese Luis Norton de Matos. Took over in February. And he's really become a father figure to the team after the former coach was sacked. There's no competitive matches for India to play in the build-up to this, having qualified automatically as the host nation. So just some friendlies. And have played the USA 12 months ago. And I know their coach John Hackworth is mindful of the threat that India can pose, particularly on home soil. And Matos saying in his press conference that he wants it to be 12 players for India today, the 11 on the field, and the crowd being the extra man as well to try and urge them to victory. And I'm sure they'll kick every ball with their Indian heroes on the field once we get underway in just a few minutes' time from now. Good to see all age ranges here as well, young and old, men and women, young children here as well, who knows, could well be the future of football in India. Here come the 2 flags over the Adidas Krasava match ball, which is the ball used for the Confederations Cup and also the Under-20 World Cup in South Korea as well. The traditional parade of flags, the FIFA flag, the FIFA Fair Play flag will follow behind, and then the flags of the 2 nations competing. Really has been a real sense of anticipation around here. All the local papers have been featuring the Indian team, and lots of well-wishers, as I say, at the hotel last night, coming to pay their regards and wish the team well on their quest to try and make it beyond the group stages. Don't forget, 2 teams from each group automatically qualify for the quarter-finals, plus 4 of the 6 third-place teams. So there is plenty to play for, even if you do drop points in your opening match. 3 opportunities, but tough games. It is one of the tougher groups in this competition. Colombia and Ghana battled out a fantastic match a little earlier on this evening, and we know what they bring to the tournament. And tonight we get a first look at what India can bring. And again, the coach asked yesterday, is the underdog factor going to play a part? The fact that nobody really knows what India are like in competition. Can they use that to their advantage and they shock the Americans, who certainly won't be taking anything for granted? You can be sure of that over the next couple of hours or so. Here come the flags then. The Stars and Stripes of the USA, followed by the Indian flag. Fantastic atmosphere in this stadium now, and everybody just keen for the game to get underway, which we'll do in just a few moments' time. The FIFA Under-17 World Cup in India 2017 is well and truly underway. Of course, at the national anthems in just a moment, you'll hear the Stars and Stripes, the Star-Spangled Banner, followed by what is sure to be a rousing and emotional version of the Indian national anthem. It's a well-rehearsed routine here for these youngsters who were here yesterday perfecting their flag positionings. The flags are out, and one thing remains is to introduce the 2 teams onto the field of play. India nearest the camera, the USA over on the far side. A massive moment for these young Indian players. Playing in a World Cup for the very first time in the country's history. And just listen to the roar they get as they enter the stadium. Prime Minister looking on intently, a very proud moment. He was very vocal in his support of the bid for this competition. Teams lining up for the anthem then. Despite the fact that India are first on the team sheet, it will be the USA anthem first. The host nation's anthem is always the second. It'll be the Star-Spangled Banner, followed by that of India.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my privilege to request the Honourable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi, along with the other dignitaries, to please be escorted down to the playing field to meet the 2 teams, India and the US of A.
Seems to be enjoying himself.
As all of you may know, our Honourable Prime Minister is a very ardent supporter and believer in the power of health.
This stadium was actually named after the first Indian Prime Minister, Jawaharlal Nehru, who held office from 1889 to 1964. Narendra Modi is the 14th Indian Prime Minister. And of course, the current Prime Minister, no limit on the amount of time you can hold that Prime Minister's position. Really good atmosphere here. Josh Sargent, the American captain, makes his way to the end of the line to greet the Prime Minister, and he will introduce his team to Mr. Muddy. So moving down the Indian line with their captain Kiam Amajit, one of the key players in the midfield for the Indians this evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem of USA.
So here come the two national anthems.
And now, the national anthem of India.
Well, tremendous atmosphere as the Prime Minister leaves the field. Fantastically rousing version of the national anthem. We're almost ready for kick-off. The two teams shaking hands as the Americans make their way along the American lineup. Josh Sargent there, the captain, leading the way. Needs a good start from the Indians here because they have got pace, they have got power, the Americans. But India will hope to harness that and use the momentum that they've got for making it into this competition to help see them through. Let's take a look at the two teams. India's starting lineup there. Strong lineup as well. They'll have Suresh Wanjam and Amajit Kiam as the two holding midfielders. Moring Them is the goalkeeper. Too sure of the form.